Wilson now to throw on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
60 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And this defense, Charles, bottom half of the league against the run. That's not going to help their average.
Not at all. And when you're getting ready to play against them, in your scouting report, you're actually counting on a certain number of big-time runs against them. They've given them up all year.
Jacobs now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. This defense for the Cardinals, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No, it appears they're going to mark him short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So Wilson heads to the sideline, and on comes Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. This a 43-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. L.J. Collier. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Second and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Steps away to his left. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Here's Murray. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson to throw. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Myers' kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Murray. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover it for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Murray flips this forward on the jet sweep. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the... Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. After the turnover, here's Murray. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Catch is made by Harry. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he will find his man on the outside. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 8 yards on the pickup, but now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now Wilson. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Oh, good move. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Murray's throw here into the hands of Harry. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down. On
play action, it's Murray. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now Murray again. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cards continue to pour it on. Prater for the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to the running game with Jacobs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And the catch made by Hopkins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Flush to his right. He'll find Harry on the right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Cardinals on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 64 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it? In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Ndamukong Suh providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Wilson back into his end zone. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Wilson's throw here pulled in by Lazard. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. CD, this defense, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.